Now today we're going to be cooking up a pasta dish. Very simple to do, really tasty, nice and quick. I mean, from start to finish, the whole thing only takes about 20 minutes. So if you haven't got much time and you want something really delicious, go and make this dish. Now what we're going to do is to boil up some penne pasta, drain that off, and then in the same pan, going to fry up some streaky bacon, some mushrooms, add your penne back in, and then all you got to do is add some creme fraiche, pesto and fresh basil, and it all comes together and makes something really scrummy. So, you know, if you want an alternative to having your pasta with tomato sauce, go and make this one. So for making this pasta dish, just going to go through the ingredients I'm going to use. Now I've got them all laid out, so nice simple ingredients. Now I'm going to use 500 grams of penne pasta. Now obviously you could use a different pasta if you like, but I like penne, you know, it's got the tubular shape and some of the juices go inside, so makes it nice and flavoursome when you sort of bite into it. Streaky bacon. Now if you can't get streaky bacon, obviously use whatever bacon you can get hold of, but I do like to use streaky bacon for this one. Now I probably use about 10 or 12 rashers of streaky bacon. Now with the mushrooms, any mushrooms you like, these ones are button mushrooms. I'm just going to wipe them with a tissue and then we're going to slice them down and that will be fried up with the bacon. Pesto, I'm going to use 4 tablespoons of pesto. Now tablespoons are the larger spoons, so 4 of those. A little pot of creme fraiche, this one weighs 200 grams, so use all of that. And then really just some fresh basil, add that in, just comes together and makes something really tasty. So what we're going to do is go over to the hob and we're going to start off by boiling the pasta. So I've come over to the hob and we're going to get on with the cooking. Now I'm going to be using a large frying pan for making this. Now what I'm going to do first of all is just boil my kettle, so we've got instant boiling water, get on with cooking the pasta first. So I've got my boiling water, just to speed it up a little bit really. That's it, a little bit more. Now to that I'm going to add some salt. I want salt and boiling water, that's it. Switch the heat on and just get that bubbling. So I've just got the water boiling away and I'm going to add the pasta. Now for cooking time, you want to cook it pretty much as per instructions really, so let's go straight in with the pasta. Just give that a quick move around. Now my packet says 11 to 13 minutes, so I'm going to probably cook mine for about 11 minutes. Now whilst you've got the pasta boiling away, just occasionally give it a little move around in the pan. That's it. So I'll leave that cooking, and 11 minutes we'll drain off the water. I might reserve a little bit of the water though. Now I've been boiling my pasta for about 11 minutes. Now do make sure you keep moving it around because you don't want anything sticking to the bottom of the pan. And also, if you find that when you're cooking it halfway through it's starting to run a little bit dry, add some more boiling water. Don't let it dry out. Now I'm just going to try a little bit of this pasta, see how it is. See if it's cooked, it's the best way. Let me try that. That's almost there. I'm going to give mine another minute. You want it so it's got a little bit of bite, but not chewy and, you know, sort of hard or anything like that. Make sure it's cooked and, you know, they call it al dente, so it's got a little bit of bite, just right. So I'm going to leave mine for 1 more minute and then I'm going to, you know, drain it off. But do reserve some of the water. Don't tip it all down the sink. That's it. I left mine for another minute. Just going to try another little bit. Yeah, that's just right for me. So I'm going to go over to the sink, drain it off, keep some of the water. Now just leave that to drain off, and you see I've got the water at the bottom there, so that's it, job done. Now with the pan, I've just given that a quick wipe, and then I'm going to dry it off so we can start frying up the bacon and the mushrooms. So I'm going to get on with cooking up the bacon. So again, switch the heat on. Now I'm going to do it on a fairly high heat. Now I am going to use just a little bit of oil. I'm going to use a bit of olive oil just to kind of get it going. And then with the bacon, I'm just going to cut this with a pair of scissors. I think what I'm going to do, in fact, I've got 16 rashers of bacon here. I think I'm not going to muck about, I'm just going to put it all in. There you go. Again, just give that all a move around. Kind of just separate it a little bit. Now also, going to go in with the mushrooms. Might just add a tad more oil. Yeah. Just go in with the mushrooms. The flavours of the bacon and the fat going to all mix with those mushrooms and just make a really nice base for this pasta. Now the other thing you could add if you wanted to, little cherry tomatoes. When I've made it previously, I've added those, quite nice. Didn't have any today, but just move that around. Do it on a high heat so that you get a bit of colour on it all. I'd probably say you want to cook these for sort of 4 or 5 minutes really, just until it's starting to get a bit of colour on it. Now next of all, going to put in the pasta that we drained off. Give that all a mix. And I'm also going to add that all actually, some of that reserved liquid. Just get it all flowing again, a little bit of liquid in there. Just move that around. Just get everything coated on that pasta. That's why you need that reserved liquid. It just kind of gets it going again really. Now I've only given that about a minute and I'm going to add my pesto. So 4 tablespoons. I'll do a big one there. Again, just move that around. Turn the heat down if it's too high now. You only need it sort of just bubbling away. So mix it around so you get it all coated. And then we can go in with the creme fraiche. Again, just going to pour the whole lot of that in. That's it, got the last bit. Oh, it's starting to look nice. Lovely. They've also got me fresh basil, which you can, rip up and just put it in. And again, just give that the final mix around. And if you want, you can add a little bit of freshly ground black pepper. I'm not going to add any salt because obviously the bacon's a bit salty and we put salt in the water when we were boiling the pasta, so I don't think we need to add any more salt. So let's just give that a final toss over and I reckon we can go and serve that up. So you see, it's a nice quick dish. It's a great one when you haven't got too much time, and this will feed, I don't know, probably 5, 6 people. There you go. So switch the heat off. Let's take it over the table, serve it up. So I'm just going to serve some of that up. That's it. One last bit. Oh yeah. And again, if you want, you can always just finish it off, give it a bit of colour, extra bit of basil. Never hurts. So let's just try some of this. Now let's just try and get a little bit of a mixture of everything on there. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. That's lovely. That bacon really goes well with that sort of creamy mixture. And the pesto, the basil comes through. Lovely. Try a bit more. Oh yeah. Oh, really nice. And it's so simple and quick to do. 20 minutes, you've got something on the table. I definitely enjoy it. Hopefully you will too. Thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for watching to the very end. And if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to do that. And also, if you like what I do, don't forget to rate my videos. See you on the next one. All the best, the original Naked Chef. Oh, goes right one more bit. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go and finish this off. This is delish. Lovely. I just finished mine off, and that is scrummy.